Are indeed. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's making me cough today. Every time I try and speak to you, I get a frog in my throat. Right, so we've got the gorgeous Tingana. There's the eye of the leopard. It's closed at the moment, which is pretty much to be expected. And there is the massive head of the dominant male leopard of this area, Tingana. And he really is massive. He's absolutely huge. I've just been sitting here because I'm quite close to him at this point, and I'm just sitting here thinking, I wonder how much he actually does weigh. I'm keeping my voice down, not because it's going to bother him too much. He's not going to be afraid of it. But at the same time, I feel he looks so peaceful, sleeping like that. I actually don't really want to disturb him. So I'm just going to talk softly for the time that we spend with him. And you know, in about half an hour's time, he's actually probably going to get up and start to call. Well, no, 4:30, maybe not. I'm trying to decide whether or not we should stick with him for the entire sunset safari or if we should go and come back. But I think it might be worth sticking with him and just enjoying his company. And in this particular area, there's lots of potential food around. He doesn't look particularly full either. I don't know what he was looking like this morning with James. But an antelope or anything like that could come through for a drink at Treehouse Dam. And leopards, like all predators, are opportunists. And if something does come through, there's a very good chance he will go for it. And he's so perfectly hidden where he is. The nice thing is, I don't feel so bad because he isn't anywhere where we looked. We did not look in this particular spot. So it's not like Ferg and myself drove past him, thank goodness. Otherwise, I would have wept from shame. So we didn't miss him. We just didn't exactly drive the right spot. Hey, sleepy boy. Are you happy there? So for our new viewers, Tingana is probably the big male leopard that we see most often. And we occasionally see his sort of rival neighbors, Mvula and Anderson male, and very occasionally Djuma male leopard. But Tingana's got a territory that stretches through Simbambili, down Arathusa, into Hoffman's, across Hoffman's into Little Gowrie, Vessels, Cheetah Plains, back up through Torchwood and across Djuma. And that is complete Greek to, well, not quite Greek, none of those names are actually Greek, but that's completely unintelligible to our new viewers. But suffice to say, I mean, if I had to try and work that out, Djuma's 1,200 hectares. Arathusa is not quite as large. I would say he's got a territory of about 6,000, maybe even 8,000 hectares, which is quite extraordinary. It's an absolutely massive, massive territory. Oh, big yawn and a wake up. Now, I think we should send you back on through to the Mara because it sounds as though Brent has got some really amazing antelope to show you. I have had some luck, and just wait here patiently because we're in the perfect place. He's going to keep walking straight towards us. He's going to come and mark on this tree. Look, there he comes around the corner. There he is. Look at that. Beautiful male leopard, and he's going to walk right past the vehicle. Look here he comes. Right next to me. Look at that. Isn't he beautiful? So there we go. There's one of our predators of this reserve, and he is marching along. Look at the power of his muscles. He probably weighs, I would say, just under 200 pounds. Thanks, Lex. Okay, we're just going to turn around and we're going to catch up with him. I'm going to let another vehicle come past. Go ahead, Lex. Thanks. Cheers, guys. No luck. Okay, let's go quickly. So we're just going to turn around. Whee! You'll see there's another vehicle. Those are guests who've come to stay at the lodge, and they're enjoying this as well with us. So it's possible to come on holiday here and to get to see these magnificent animals. Now he's marching. Gosh, he's walking so quickly. I'm really hoping that before he disappears, you're going to get to hear him roar. Watch out there, Fergus. I don't want to sweep you off your seat. There's a big branch about to knock Fergus, the cameraman, off. I'm hoping he's going to roar for you, because what he's doing at the moment is he's actually marking his territory. So he's walking along. There we go. You can see him walking along there. He's walking along, and he's going to spray urine on the various trees and bushes and then scrape his feet. And that's his way of telling all of the other leopards in the area that this place is his. This is where he belongs. Now, Cameron, you want to know if he's hunting for prey. Yes, he might actually be feeling quite hungry, Cameron. And he might, if he sees something, he might decide to sneak up on it. But at the moment, what he's doing is, for now, he's focusing on marking his territory. And we've just got to hold on. Obviously, this is quite a thin patch of road, so we're just going to squeeze along. There we go. Walking along the road. Now, Naomi, you want to know, why does he have spots? Well, Naomi, spots work really, really well to act as a camouflage. So when he's trying to hunt or when he's trying to hide away, then he'll go in between the trees or the grass, and those spots basically act like some kind of invisibility cloak. So they basically hide him away. And I promise you, if you ever see a leopard in very dense vegetation, hidden behind the trees, they are next to invisible. So that's why the leopard has spots. It's for camouflage. Oh, and I can smell, this is going to sound so funny, but do you know what leopard wee smells like? Leopard wee smells like popcorn. It smells like buttered popcorn. I'm not joking. I promise you, I'm telling you the absolute truth. Leopard urine smells like popcorn. Okay, I'm just going to get us a little bit closer. There we go. Watch as he walks along the road. You can't hear anything. A leopard is a very, very quiet animal. Do you mind if I go ahead, Lex? Thanks. I'm just chatting to one of the other guides because we're both in the sighting, so we have to make space for each other. There he is. Look at him go. Isn't he magnificent? There, he's going to call. Listen. How cool is that? That is what a leopard's roar sounds like. And out here we call it sawing, because it sounds like somebody's sawing a tree. It's such a cool sound. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys got to hear it. Now, Natalia, you want to know, why do we keep switching guides? Do you mean between Tristan and myself, or do you mean between me and the guy in front of me? So the reason that I'm playing leapfrog with this car, so we're basically taking turns, is because he's got guests and he's been waiting all day for this opportunity for the leopard to get up. And so it's only fair that we actually let him make the most of this situation and let his guests have a turn as well. Hey, my boy, sorry. Hold on. Now, Justin, you want to know, why is the leopard a predator? A leopard is a predator because it hunts other animals. It hunts for things like antelope and like scrub hares. The scrub hare is a type of small rabbit, or it looks like a rabbit at least. Scrub hares, anything like that. So that is why it's called a predator. Oh, I didn't expect him to go there, but he wants to rub his cheek on that tree and then scrape his feet. Now, Anthony, no. Other leopards probably won't come out when they see this leopard, and I'll tell you why. Because they're going to be intimidated by him. That's why he's roaring. Because leopards are solitary and they're territorial. So in other words, they live on their own and they live in their own set place, kind of like your house, except much, much bigger. Oh, he's basically walking under the car. There he goes. There he is, walking along the road. So they won't come out because they're going to be scared of him, because he's telling everyone, this is my land. Don't you come here, this is my land. And justice, yes, leopards can eat fish. They absolutely can eat fish. How cool is that? He gave and told all of the other leopards to stay away, unless it's a lady leopard, in which case, yes, they can come and see him, because he's okay with that. It's just other boys that he doesn't want to see. Okay, I'm going to catch up with him. There he's spraying some more urine. And Justice, sorry, I didn't answer your question properly. Yes, leopards do eat fish. But not often. Most of the time, they'll eat antelope. Ileana, remember how we spoke about the fact that leopards were predators? Well, leopards and cheetah both hunt, just in different ways. Leopards sneak up on their prey and jump out very, very quickly, whereas cheetah will do something different. Cheetah will chase their prey. So cheetah actually will chase down and run after the animals that they're hunting. But they're called predators because they eat other animals. Okay, we're about to lose him, unfortunately, because he's going into a place where we can't necessarily go. Nia, you want to know why do they live on their own? We don't really know the answer to that. It's just the way that leopards have evolved. It's one of the ways that they like to keep nice and secret and quiet. So they like to live on their own. The only exceptions that you get to that is a female with cubs, and sometimes when the leopards are mating to make those cubs. All right, everybody wave goodbye. Are you all waving goodbye to the leopard? Because that's going to be the last we see of him. Off he goes into the night in search of food and also to patrol his territory. There he goes, there he goes. Can just see him disappearing. Off he disappears. See how well those spots work? Awesome. All right. Since our leopard is